Are you ready? All right, come on. Let's get out here and see what type of day lies ahead. Look at that. As they get bigger, it's easier for them to get in and out, and saves me from having to carry them out. So, wow. Hey, good Wednesday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Or is it Camper Age TV? Or is it the Gary Show? Or what the heck is it? Oh my gosh. So the kid must open the barn doors. And, hey, what are you doing? No. Come on back. So here we go. The adventure begins on Ice Age TV. Come on back. I don't know what they're looking at. Come on, boy. Come on. No, come on. Come on back. Hey. What do you got going on? Oh, boy. Can't even get the morning run. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Oh, that's interesting. Rubbing his ass on the ground. Hey, the shits begin for the day, right? Wow. Extremely cold up here. This just isn't the typical Virginia, Maryland weather area that lasts very long. Something I'm learning is, wow, even the wife's gone. So everybody's gone. Kid's gone to the gym. Wife has gone to work. And I've gone loony. Have I gone loony? Probably have. So I'm just going to try to get these barn doors more closed, because when I come over to the barn, it takes forever for them to close and the dogs escape. So let's see if my idea works out. But boy, I tell you what, it's chilly. I've got a breeze right now. And, brr. So let me grab my coffee here. See my face shit. Here I am, all cleaned up. Just took a nice shower and got all cleaned up. And it's keeping me warm. A little bit of a breeze in the back end there. You do get a little breezy. But overall, it's actually very warm. And even taking a shower, it's not too bad. So here's the pups. Boy, the driveway is thinning out and more to come. I called Ford. And so the Kirby truck, it's officially going to be gone. And the Raptor truck is officially going to be gone. And already the Lightning truck has been taken back to the dealership. Well, it's funny. So the wife, by accident, by probably wanting to close the gate, when it automatically just closes by itself, she probably double-clicked it. So now I've got a challenge. I've got a gate that's open, and that's going to be a problem, possibly, if somebody got out in front of my driveway. It just doesn't end here. So yeah, so Lightning truck, that's got battery issues yet again. So, but I told the Ford, but this is all my personal side, so it'll be a little different scenario now, where I truly have soured my future of any more car payments, or I should say car purchases. But you know, in so many ways, it's better, because it just stops the addictions of my craziness. So in so many ways, I think it's a good thing. And is it aggravating? It is. Because I set myself up for failures in so many ways. I'm not showing my door code, because I do that. I get so fixated. Stay there. Get on back. I get so fixated getting the door open, getting the dogs in, that I forget that I'm showing you how to get my house. But if anyone wants to get in the house, all you do is break a window. So here we are. My wife will be not too happy. He's showing all the clutter of the house, but I got to do her thing. So stay tuned on the adventures on Ice Age TV. Wow, how much louder can it get, right? How much louder can it get? Oh, my goodness gracious. Come on, pups. Driveway's empty, isn't it? That's something. Sure is something how the scenery, the whole scenery of my YouTube channel is so going to change. And for the long-term subscribers, it'll be probably kind of interesting to see how just things start to play out. And the challenges, it is a beautiful sunny day, but extremely chilly. And next week, we're into single digits. Man, we're really getting hit. I wouldn't have imagined this winter would have been this cold. So come on, pups. So yeah, so you're gonna see 2 more vacancies, which ought to be good, free up some room, and then it'll be more. You know, some people watch my channel, the wife gets embarrassed. Oh, like, come on, pops, let's go. Come on, I gotta watch Ginger and Scout because they will wander off. Let's get in the barn. Come on, to the barn. And Julia wiped out yesterday because this is so slick. No. Hey, Prince, Gypsy, come on back here. Come on, let's go. Guys, hungry? Hungry? Come on. Come on, everybody. Let's get everybody in. Let's see if my theory works on the barn doors being more close to being closed as I try to get around. Come on, Pops. Come on. Come on, somebody's missing now. Hey, where is everybody? Come on. Somebody's missing. No, come here, Gypsy. Hey, Prince, son. Gypsy! You know, Gypsy and Prince, they're really good dogs. They really do behave, and they don't run away. I did think, though, yesterday that there's a Gypsy that I lost Prince. Okay, yesterday when I was taking the time just to clean out those trucks, let's get these guys in. This doesn't end, does it? It's the program, everybody. Yeah, come on, pups. Come on, get up and brrr. It is so chilly. Come on, Prince. I mean, Gypsy, I can't. Gypsy! Gypsy! So Gypsy's on a mission to find something. All right, these guys here are saying, Daddy, we want our breakfast. If I get this lid undone. All right, and they're all begging for their food. So there's one container. All right, let's see if it's this way over here. Come on, it's this way over here. Come on. Let's play the game of separation. And so they kind of become more independent on their way they eat. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Over here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Prince. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, baby. Sorry, Prince. But yeah, yesterday, just getting rid of these cars is a pain in the freaking ass. I mean, it's such a drag. Just cleaned all the crap out of them. So yesterday afternoon, I spent the time of cleaning out the Lightning truck, and I couldn't get into it. The Lightning truck is, the back tailgate is so stupid. Lightning truck, you know, the white one I have out front here, it works really well for us. Haven't had problems like that black one. But when those Lightning trucks die and you have a tonneau cover on your truck, the bed doesn't release. It's just electronic. So, what is Gypsy doing? Here I was just praising how Gypsy and Prince really are good dogs. They really do stay around. And now, hey, Gypsy, come on. Come on, Gypsy, come on. Good girl, come on. Yeah, so the electronic release, you can't get in the bed. Well, I had a ton of equipment and tools in the back of that F-150 Lightning black truck. So yesterday, I was like, screw it. So I just had to get creative and pop that rear tonneau cover. And miraculously enough, I didn't damage it. But it's such a joke. So one F-150 Lightning truck, I just forget it. They can go to the dealership and pick the damn thing up. But the point is, I spent a lot of time cleaning the trucks out. And I still haven't even finished the Kirby truck because I got a fuel tank, 100-gallon fuel tank behind that in the back of the bed. So I got to drain that out just to get that tank out of the back of the bed. But then they're all good to go. Now, typically what I've noticed when you have a voluntary repossession, it could be a week, 2 weeks before they even show up. Because, you know, it's just they've got these tow truck companies, these repo companies have more than just repossessions. They got full-time, you know, just regular towing. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But it's going to thin out the driveway. But for all those people out there, I want to go back to Gypsy and Prince, is I was really just focused on cleaning trucks out. Meanwhile, let Gypsy and Prince free roam. And then with good old Diesel and Rebel, I put them in the little caged area out front there in the front yard. And then I just did my work. Well, it was probably an hour of me just being focused on cleaning out these trucks of all my tools and personal stuff. And, you know, after a while, I was kind of like, where is frickin' Prince? Because Gypsy, this is what was really weird. Gypsy was out in front of my yard looking across the way like she knew something. So now I'm calling for Prince, and he's not around. And then Gypsy is looking across the way, so like across the road, I was just showing you with the gate. And I'm thinking, wow, did Prince get off the property? But he just isn't kind of like that. And now I'm really getting worried because he's not showing up. So I jump on the four-wheeler and start riding around, and still to no avail, I don't see Prince. I'm like, oh gosh, that is Julia's little sweetheart dog. And he's got a collar with my phone number on it, but he's gone. And you know what's incredible? A few minutes later, his sleepy ass walks out of the barn. It was so classic. I was out front here, and he walks out the barn kind of with that, lethargic, tired, sleepy look. Well, he was in the barn sleeping the whole time. So the point of that conversation is that these two dogs, Prince and Gypsy, they're so the home dog that even at this age, they're very reliable of not roaming. Now, these two guys here, there's no way. There's no way. They would be off the property. They'd be wander off somewhere. So I just don't trust them anymore. So now, what do? I'm just tying them up, or I put them in that caged area, and then I know for sure they're not going to go disappear on me. Yeah, so now, what are you talking about? In 2025, I talked a lot about how 2025 will be the Chit Show year for me, which it is. It's going to be the Chit Show year because I'm going to pay dearly now for just buying way too much stuff. And so now what people don't understand is what I'm doing is I'm just having to get rid of so much obligations and create cash flow just to put things to bed. So really what's going on, what others don't understand is I just have to get rid of these stupid ass huge car payments and debts so I get my cash flow back just to start having money to pay deficiencies and other legal matters that are on my doorstep, and just to get things back in order. So it's going to probably take me a good year, I'd say a good year to 2 years, just to kind of put things back together. So for all the antics and fun that I've had on my channel of showing how crazy I am to go buy yet another toy and car and motorcycle, the day to pay the man has come, and for me, it just doesn't work anymore. It doesn't. The numbers don't work. So if somebody say, "Oh, that's ridiculous," and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I really could care. I don't give two shits. Somebody's been diagnosed with terminal cancer yesterday. Are you calling them and telling them how worried you are for them? No. Have you gone to the hospital lately to visit a young person that has terminal cancer? Have you visited the hospital to see somebody that's older that's going to pass any day? Have you even visited your own family to take care of them? I guarantee you, it's beyond believable how many people have family that don't take care of their family. They don't give two shits. It's huge. So for me, embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just aggravated with myself for going down the wrong path, thinking that at some point something big and better would play out my life, and it didn't. Could it still happen? It's possible, but for me, it's ridiculous to think that money's money. Money comes back, money goes, money comes back, and if you're a person that's so attached to money, then you probably have struggles. And that's what I talked yesterday on the struggle conversation was we all have struggles. And there's many people, their struggle is they won't share a damn thing. They won't share a damn cent. They're so greedy, and they don't give two shits. I told my wife the other day at Panera, it's like, if I was probably one of the more typical type of relationships and much more just really take control of the money, I was like, you'd still be driving the same car for 20 years. This property would never have been updated, and I just had millions in a bank account, and what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You wouldn't have the lifestyle you've had of having numerous very nice cars. I've bought very nice jewelry. I've rebuilt this whole property on my dime, on my money, on my time, on my aggravation. So I've redone everything on my time, my clock, my money. And it's like, but if I was just a typical guy that maybe was greedy as hell, they wouldn't do crap. They just have a nice fat bank account. Who doesn't know these type of people in life? I know them, and they're the worst. You'll fight over a penny. So once again, so for those watching the antics of the vehicles disappear, and the reality is there's probably another 2 or 3 that are going to go away, but that'll probably be another month, another day. And it's all about buying time for all the shit show that shows up on my desk for deficiencies. It doesn't just happen all at once at night. Right now, I never have gotten an Explorer deficiency, and I haven't gotten the GT Mustang deficiency, so I have no idea what's going on with that. Maybe the numbers aren't coming to auction of what the bank wants, and they're just keep on holding the car to hope they get more money for the car. I really don't know. But now I'm going to have the Kirby truck, the Raptor truck. Kirby truck will be a little ugly. Never should have bought that Kirby truck. And that's where I should have just kept the Tremor truck that I had. It's such a shame because that wouldn't have been too upside down getting rid of that. But that Kirby truck, you know, I gave all the money to Coons. They made a ton of money off of me. And now that truck will be a good deficiency. The Raptor 37, that won't be too bad. That won't really be a big thing. The Lightning truck will be huge. The Lightning truck, which was a $100,000 truck when I bought it. And I bought that truck now 2 years ago. It's over 2 years ago. In my book, it's probably close to 2.5 years ago I bought that truck. I still owe like $80,000 on that truck. That thing's going to go to That's going to go to the auction. It'll probably bring 35 to 40 because it's going to have a huge history of problems of going to the dealer all the time. It really should be lemon. So I'm going to fight it for being a lemon because it's had so many problems. So with that deficiency there, I definitely will fight Ford on that. I'll be like, nah, there's no way. You know, we just may have to go to court or whatever because that truck had nothing but problems. And the value of the truck is so ridiculous, you overcharged me for a piece of junk vehicle that held no value. And then speaking of that, the electric revolution. So I'm drinking my coffee, just so you know. So it's interesting to read about how last year they put a whopping 772 more charging stations in this country. So if you run the number on 50 states, that's basically 15 more charging stations allocated in each state. Wow. Now, for the record, you're saying there's over 10,000 charging stations in the country at this time. And it's on a rapid pace of expanding like never seen before because of Joe Biden's electric charging station infrastructure bill that he passed years ago. But really, it hasn't been used quite the way they thought it would be. And so the article I read this morning was, right now there's one charging station for every 12 vehicles. But what they don't talk about in this proactive charging station article is on how most of those charging stations aren't the most updated, most recent technology, and they're not the big kilowatt charging stations. And what's interesting is the majority of all charging stations is Tesla. Good old Elon Musk. That guy has his hands now in everything. That guy, Elon Musk, he truly has his hands. Oh, this is funny. So last night, here, pup. Let me see if I can help you out here. And let's see the things here. Watch out, pup. Watch out. There you go. You take my little hammer here. And there you guys go. You guys need water. Better get it before it all freezes up. So, good old Elon Musk. He just has, Elon Musk. Everything's about Elon Musk. That guy's going to be worth $500 billion. So anyway, electric infrastructure. And the reason articles are being written is because last year wasn't too shabby a year for the electric vehicle sales. So, we're now selling a good million plus electric vehicles a year. And the gist of the article is they're just trying to, push the electric agenda, and they're trying to push on how if more people see these electric charging stations out in the field. I think my camera's a little dirty here. Let's see if it does any difference. The electric charging station infrastructure, if more people see charging stations, they're going to be more apt to buy an electric vehicle. Not knowing that you're now buying an electric vehicle that's going to be as much money in some ways as going to the gas station to buy gas. It's so crazy how many people think that you buy an electric vehicle and you go to a charging station and it's free. And I think that came from the Elon Musk strategy to get people to buy the Tesla cars you paid a bloody fortune for, and you supposedly got free electric charging, but you didn't get free electric charging because it was all built into the price of the car. But for the average person, once they heard the word free, free, come to America, it's free healthcare, free food, free stay, free food, shelter, whatever else, free schools. Come on to America, it's all free. And So the whole article is just talking about how the electric charging station infrastructure is really becoming more available. I'm thinking, okay, so they're talking about if you look at the numbers of gas stations versus electric vehicles, it's still not even close. But the other thing is, if you actually start having the droves of people buying electric vehicles now show up at the Sheets and the Wawas, the Buc-ee's that are putting these charging stations in, the Targets, the Costco's, whatever they may be, and there's 5 people ahead of you or 4 people ahead of you. Just picture going to a Costco supercharging station that's like the gas station, where many times you're 2, 3, 4 cars deep trying to get that cheap gas. Can you imagine if you're at your charging station, you're 2 cars back? That right there is going to be a 2-hour adventure to get your car charged. And if you think I'm lying on that, the average car is going to be 30 minutes to charge. 20, 30 minutes. Well, if there's 2 cars ahead of you, that's already 1 hour conservative. You jump in there, you're an hour and a half. That's with everything being flawlessly working perfect. And that's the whole challenge. So, with Donald Trump coming into office next Monday, 2025, with Elon Musk, his buddy, you can only imagine that Elon's going to keep on pushing electric vehicle agendas to a degree. So I can't see Donald Trump per se just dumping the electric vehicle revolution. I don't see that happening because I think Elon Musk is going to be whispering in his ear too much. But what's really interesting now is you're reading about the core inflation. I'm reading how it's just really aggravating on how so many people that make all the money have all the money, and the interest rates. It's incredible how they're talking now. It's confusing on how they don't see the Fed really lowering interest rates. The Fed actually may raise interest rates. Wow. They're saying that the core inflation's kind of stabled out, and they're just not thinking that lowering the interest rate is going to help the inflation. It's going to drive it back up. So under Donald Trump, this is going to be really interesting because, whether you realize it or not, Joe Biden has put has really put the hurt on Russia on the sanctions on their oil. Whether you realize it or not, we did that back in February or 2022. This country and other countries put sanctions on the trade of oil for Russia. It never played out on really harming Russia. But now, right before Joe Biden's leaving office, he's ratcheting up again with other countries to really shut down the oil trade for Russia, which is kind of sparking the oil market again. That's borderline driving the barrel of oil back up and possibly could make fuel for you and I and energy more expensive again. So it's just like you think to yourself, the undermining of Donald Trump. So with the poll, and then Donald Trump wants 20% tariffs on China and other imported goods. So you really have to say to yourself, under Donald Trump, does this country really get the squeeze on it? That meaning that the energy prices aren't really going to change much if Trump stays on the sanctions against Russia and the Ukraine war continue on. So you have to question that, and all the natural gas that we're shipping overseas to subsidize Europe for the Ukraine-Russia war. So you have to kind of scratch your head on how that plays out if Trump doesn't tame down that war, which, how does he do that? I have no idea. Maybe Pete Hegseth knows how to do that under his hearings downtown, where all these senators are attacking him and not thinking he's the right guy to be the Secretary of Defense for the Pentagon, and he's getting hammered by a lot of people. But it's good stuff if you watched any of it. So under Trump, if he really does take the tariffs and penalize these other countries exporting their goods, and he really does put the higher tariffs on them, then all those goods that are coming to our country are going to be much more expensive, which is going to be Costco, Walmart, Target, all the big major companies. You're going to be paying more money. So under Donald Trump, we're literally on the edge that the interest rates may go up again. Fuel prices may stay where they are or a little higher. All our goods may end up being more expensive. So what the hell's going on? I mean, wow. Is this really... I mean, is Trump really coming to office, really going to tame down the inflation? By reading what all the analysts are talking about, it's not anything anytime soon. It's going to happen. So I have an adjustable rate second mortgage on my home. I got a second line of credit on my home I took out like 20 plus years ago, and it's adjustable. So just for me, when they started this raising the interest rates, my second mortgage went up $1,500 a month, close to $1,800 a month. Now here recently, it's come down about $800 a month. But if they talk about raising interest rate again, then my second mortgage, I'm sure that people relate with this. If you have a second mortgage or a mortgage that's stuck in that adjustable rate, because I had the heyday years where it was little to nothing because of the low interest rates. But once again, for me, a guy like me, I paid out under Joe Biden's administration over the last 2 years, conservative $30,000 more in interest payments on my house. Yeah, it gets down and dirty. And then for all these vehicles that I bought on the higher interest rates, and that's what's so crazy is that black Ford Lightning truck, that payment is like $2,200 a month. And I have paid 24 payments, if not more, in that truck. So you're talking $2,000, $24,000, $48,000. I have paid $50,000, $60,000 in payments on that truck. But Ford has enjoyed their nice meaty interest on it, and so they're only crediting probably 20 grand on the truck out of probably 50 paid in payments. It's unbelievable. Some people are like, you're crazy. Yeah, but it's a business write-off. These are business write-offs. That's something that a lot of people don't understand is these vehicles, a lot of these vehicles I have are business write-offs. And so it's very dangerous. It's very, I have to be careful because when I shed vehicles, then that turns into I lose tax write-offs. So either I pay the tax man $200,000, $300,000 a year, or I'm paying out through interest and truck payments and rentals and leasing, blah, 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 blah. The tax man is the devil. Because the tax man and all the rich people write all the tax rules to let the rich people have a lot of fun at your expense. I don't write the rules. I just read the rules, and my accountant lets me know what I can and can't do. So the whole point is, yeah, these are expenses that are written off to offset tax liabilities. That's a whole gambit in business why people go out and upgrade their buildings, they buy equipment. The list goes on and on and on. I think the average person kind of gets all that. All right, here's the puppies. And once again, I'm only going to keep the videos like 30 minutes because it gets way too long on the conversations. But yeah, the puppies here, they having fun? Yeah, they're having fun. Yeah, they're terrorizing each other. So that's pretty much it, everybody. I can talk a lot to talk about, especially like the cannabis and drinks now. Do you know about that? Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about the cannabis and drinks. Good old Joe that used to work for me. He was wanting to get into that business. It's like the THC, or HTC? Is that what it is? I'm just trying to think of of what they call that product, and that's probably a pretty good conversation for what now you can drink basically marijuana. And just for the hell of it, I'm just trying to remember the name of that, what they call that, and is now bugging me, and I can't remember of what the cannabis cocktails are, but it's a huge growing industry, and yeah, you can now go and legally here in Virginia and other areas, and you can go buy drinks that have this I think it's called HTC, which is a small amount of weed in it. THC, that's what it is. It's THC, and I'm trying to think of what that stands for. Because I read about it this morning, and I've known about it, but I'm trying to give you guys just some information. So I saw this on Bloomberg, and it's a growing trend of people buying drinks that have marijuana in them. And it's very interesting how they create it so it's drinkable, because marijuana basically turns into an oil, and then they got to do a fusion into whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I can't remember the name of what they call this stuff, THC. And they break it out. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have a little bit more information on that for you if we talk about that tomorrow, about how we're going from pot heads to drink heads or whatever. So that's it. I'm going to shut up. Everybody have a blessed day. Blessed day. It's so cold out here. My hands are freezing. But I'm giving it my best, everybody. So I appreciate everybody's support. Can barely even talk. I'm just getting it. Need more coffee. And do the puppies wear you out? They sure do. They keep you in good shape. I guess they do. They make you go nutty. Probably. All right, everybody. God bless.